Hi Cancer, it's Michelle from The Guided Intuitive. How are you? I am here to do an October spread for you, and this will cover the full month of October 2018. This is all for Cancer's Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs as well, okay? So if you do not know what your signs are, outside of your Sun, meaning your Moon, Rising, or Ascendant, and your Venus, please be sure to check the description box below, plug in your information. If you do not know your exact time of birth, plug in 12 noon, and then it'll push out your astrological chart. Get to know that, guys. It's going to help you because these are all parts of you, facets of you, whether one deals with your emotions, one might deal with your career side, kind of that type of thing. So what you need to do is just to kind of take a look at those videos that are put out for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus signs as well, and see how those resonate for you. Now, not all may resonate. This is a general read, of course, and you need a private reading for that. But this will give you a general idea of kind of what energies that we're tapping into during this time. Okay, so just want you to know. Okay, and just take what resonates, kick out what doesn't. And it wasn't meant for you if it didn't resonate. You're just gonna know, okay? So there's no fighting to make something resonate if it doesn't. It either does or it just doesn't, okay? So that's what I want you to know. Now, keep in mind, guys, please continue your likes, subscribes, your shares. I so appreciate them, and all of your comments. You guys know that I'm very active in that. So please definitely continue that. I'm growing my channel, and I have some really great ideas that I'm looking forward to, and you'll be the first to know. So definitely I'll be in touch with you on that, but doing a lot of behind the scenes stuff. I work full time, and then I do this, and I'm trying to do some things that also feed my soul so I can continue to do this even more so and really be there for you guys as you've been there for me, because I honestly appreciate it. So definitely share, like, subscribe, and note your comments. Continue to definitely do that. And what I'm going to do is do a different type of read this time. I'm going to do a different layout for you guys, and this is going to tap into some different energies. So I'm going to bring the camera down and let's get started, okay? All right. So what do we have for you here? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the deck here, and then we're going to do a spread that's going to talk about your past now, and then this is going to talk about where you are currently. This is going to focus on what you want, and then this is what you need to focus on, what you need to do. And then this is going to follow up. I'm going to pull another card that's going to follow up and talk to you about what you need to avoid. Okay, so that will be right there. Okay, so what is the underlying energies that we have for Cancer? And oh, this is gorgeous. Okay, this is called Loving All That Is. I love that, and I hopefully that you are turning that onto your own self. Okay, loving all that is in terms of your beautiful things that you like about yourself and the things that you don't like about yourself. So perhaps your shadow side there. And this is saying to accept yourself as a whole, loving yourself all that is. Okay. And this is saying that you are a wise and very awakened being, Cancer, right now. And as your underlying energy, this is saying that you can love all that is. You can love the tears, your sadness, those are actually a testament to you having that open heart that we so love about you. Okay, and I really love this. Now keep in mind that I'm a Cancer moon, so quite interesting. But you have you can love your numbness, you can love your fatigue, because they're going to show you how you've really worked hard and you are now in need of rest. So maybe that you maybe at this particular time are just kind of feeling that perhaps that you need to really love yourself first in order to attract that person that you really like. And that's what this is basically saying. So when you love your shadow side, like your anger, because underneath that's that fire, Cancer, that's that desire for respect, and that you that you can when you love that fire, and you love your anger and know that that's your fire, That's just your desire for respect. I guess that's kind of what I want to say. And you can also love your peacefulness, because within your heart, you really don't care much for fighting sometimes, you know, and I can relate to that for sure. So is there something that is at this time worrying you? Is there something, Cancer, that's challenging you? Because this is saying it's okay, just love it. Just love it. It could be a person. Love it unconditionally. That's what it's saying. So it'll make sense when it needs to, but until then, just love it. And when it hurts, it's just a part of your own kind of divine nature that is awakening. It's just like that painful cramp, happening. Because you maybe have had your leg in a position for too long, something like that, so that's what it's saying. So you need to move it and just love it is what this is basically saying. You're just being asked as your underlying energy to love, and everything will actually take care of itself, okay? So there you go. What's in your past situation? Okay, so what we have is Lovers, and we have Heart Fire. So I guess it does relate to perhaps a relationship. We never know what comes up, because this is a general read, and I just let bubble up to the surface what's going to bubble up. Okay, so this talks about lovers. So wow, this is beautiful. 57 comes down to an 11. 11 reduces to a 2. So it's talking about two souls here. So that's quite beautiful. And when I see this card, what this tells me is that there is a message of love. Okay, Cancer. So this is the thing. It's love. Okay, love drives you forward and pulls you back, into your heart, and it makes the mind mad, right? And with misunderstanding, and it breaks it open to enlighten a lot of compassion too. So that's what we call love. Your yearning heart shall definitely have it. Your destiny is to be with the lover of your beloved. Okay, and this brings a message of love, love, love. Okay, so it's finding you now. So be open to it in all its forms. Now, this could be love for yourself, guys, or love with another. You fill in the blank. Okay, but this is really talking about that. Be open to love in all its forms. Be the god or the goddess of love, and paint the tone red. Play in this passionate embrace with life as your lover, and prepare to receive even more than what you believed you were capable of handling. And of course, what we get in the same card upon the past is Heart Fire. So how can you have even more passion than this? This is quite beautiful. And this is a one card, which means two are coming together as one. Okay, so quite beautiful, guys. Wow, you guys got to know your comments below. No, I want to hear what's happening. It definitely, I think it's really cool. And what this talks about, when I see this one card, it's telling me that you're learning to ride those waves of passion. Because the waves, they go up and down, and you're elated, and then you're deflated, then you're elated and deflated. And that's just how passion is. You got to ride the wave. So get on your surfboard and start riding the wave, okay? And just hang loose a little bit. Don't try to try to control everything. No, it's a part of a cycle of passion that it's going to have those ups and downs and kind of that type of thing, right? So you ride the waves, knowing that passion and bliss will always return into the heart, and that your heart's on fire with love, for life. And that coolness side, when things kind of get a little cooler, it allows us to experience the heat once again. And then you can ride that wave all over again. I'm not a surfer, but I love being around the ocean, right? And it's nice. It's just it's so massive, and it envelopes you in its strength and its changing of beauty of change, and it allows me to embrace change easy. When I look at the ocean, it allows me to embrace change a lot easier. So I think it's really beautiful. So you're going to realize that whether your passionate fire, is how do I want to say, is quietly within you, and you're, how do I want to say it? So once you release that fire that's emerging, that passion that's kind of emerging within your heart, once you kind of release that or realize that, that there's that ebb and flow. You're going to trust that passion, and you're going to trust the presence of passion. I guess that's kind of what I wanted to say. So accept that fire in your heart and know that it is Cancer, how you are meant to be, on fire with love for all that is. So this girl is on fire, and you can place it with a man too, but I'm just thinking of that song. Okay, so so keep that in mind, you guys. It's quite beautiful. So that's something to note, and this is in your past situation. And of course, energies do transcend. So what you might be experiencing in the past may be currently what you're experiencing, or you might not even experience this until way on down the line. So just know energies do transcend. I've had reads where I would get a read that same day, and I wouldn't experience the change until maybe a month from now, or in that moment I would experience it. You just don't know how it resonates. So take what does and kick out what doesn't. Now let's see, what do we want to get into? We want to get into your present situation, and this is called self-initiation and then cosmic butterfly. So what this tells me is that you of course are going through a transformation. There's no doubt about it. You're at the 9 and you're moving on to that next step. So this beautiful light and transformation is taking place. The darkness of being in a cocoon is just as important, and is it is a part of the process to allow you to break through and see the light as that butterfly, right? The self-initiation to me is talking about that, giving yourself up to the divine in this transformation. It's also about surrendering. So really initiating yourself and bringing yourself really up to the divine, and allowing that light to come in through you and to you during this time of transformation. So you can see it's like this fire and this light, and it's like this acceptance through the process. And it's just initiating and giving yourself to source in this process as you go through this type of transformation. There's many teachers on our path, and some that are really great companions in your life. Some will enter in and out of your life, some super humble, some super wise, but they actually provide some sort of word, some sort of teaching that is a lesson for you. Maybe it's about trusting and relying upon your own wisdom. So the greatest teacher, however, is about being in life and love life itself. So experience life. Self-initiate life. Do something different. Do something in your life that's going to bring that into play. Because life is your true teacher. And that always will carry your home and awaken a reunion that is within you. Okay? So that's what this wants you to know, that you're being touched by a wave of your own light in motion. And this is asking you, can you see or can you feel the blessings of and love that are flowing towards you from within you? And there are this upsurging, wave of love, and hence, this heart on fire type thing that's happening here. I mean, it's so hot I can't even hold on to the card. That's how it's going. And you guys have to tell me, note below. I mean, I'm not one to actually just jump into a lover's reading, but if it bubbles up, it bubbles up, so you ride that wave. So let me know, you guys, what that is coming for you. There is a transformation. It could be in a relationship or a transformation within you, hence this, what they call the cosmic butterfly. But again, this is a 9 card, so this is the end of something, and you move on to the 10, which reduces to a 1, and that's a new beginning. So there is new light that is emerging within you, and it's so beautiful. So you're probably experiencing this, and this is bringing out a new part of you that you haven't quite been vulnerable towards, or you are being vulnerable towards, and this is saying allow that initiation to take place. Now let's go into what it is that you want. And what you want is a coming together, which, is beautiful. This is quite beautiful. And then the other card that you got here is a 2 card that is within nothing, there is everything. I haven't received this card yet, so this is quite beautiful. So this really talks about, to me, when I see this, within nothing, there is everything. So take a look at that. And this is just saying that, there's a point of stillness and there's a moment. And when you come to that, the universe is actually opening up to you and endlessly expanding. So, every thought that you have and every intention sends ripples of consciousness through the universe. So what a creative being that you are at this time, as this is saying. You're sending consciousness into motion, okay? And you're bringing creation into being. So with every inner desire, you know, there is a whispered wish, and the universe is receives your yearning and your aspiration with open arms, and is returning them with you know, to you as a manifestation in life. So perhaps you wanted this love to come through, and now it's actually coming through. You wanted to become more loving with yourself and have more passion with yourself and be a little bit more vulnerable and transform so you can attract that partner. Well, this is happening, and that's what this is saying in terms of what it is that you want. So it brings a message to you that something that you want is on its way, Cancer. Now, it may be coming out of nowhere. You know, like there's no sign on the horizon to give you hope, yet it's coming your way anyway, okay? And it's that spiritual law that can't be denied. It's that manifestation of that heart, of desire that you wanted in your heart that's coming your way. So just trust again and remain open to the tide of the changing here. You know, there's a lot of water here, so water might have an essence to you. You know what's so interesting about this, guys? Check this out. Check this motion out. There is a motion of coming together as one. You know, the petals are flowing around like this. It's the circle of life. It's the circle of life that's coming through. Here, you know, of course, you've got the sun, but look at this again. You've got this cycle of life, and then you've got this coming together. Two universes coming together. So, you know, this is so beautiful. You know, and that's what this is talking about. You've got a coming together, and this means that you and another person are coming together, and you are uniting. The 6 and 6 come into a 12, and the 12 come into a 3. So it's kind of like you, the other person, and the divine, and it's all like coming together. And it's quite beautiful. And what this coming together again is just, you know, about two souls that you're uniting, and they are just, you know, really coming together. So you're gonna have to let me know, you guys, how this resonates. I'm excited for you guys. Jeez, man, there's a lot of love in this reading here. So this is all about, you know, you and another soul entering into each other's worlds. It's a karmic destiny, which is so beautiful because you guys are mirroring each other, but you mirror each other in a way that brings you to your higher self. And that's when you know you're in a karmic relationship, is when you mirror each other, but you expect each other, or not expect, let me back up there, that you are each helping and being that cheerleader, but also that referee of each other to obtain that higher self for him, for her, for, you know, whether it's, you know, or for that, you know, then I'm talking him and her energies, right? So not just sexes. So just talk about the energies here. So keep that in mind. And, you know, there is a destiny that may have a romantic purpose, and it may have a sacredness that is quite beautiful. And this sacredness is creative, tender, and it's about learning self-esteem and courage with each other or with yourself. And it brings a gift of another person, of a friendship, of a loyalty, and of expression of a flash of a design force that really shakes your foundation. And it really helps you move out of a situation that would have consumed your light. And when it consumes your light, that's a lower level energy, and that's just someone that you were actually, maybe if you were in a partnership with someone like that, you were just supposed to learn something from them and leave, okay? But if you come together, this coming together is happening, and just know that this coming together is love. So let me know in your comments below, guys. Now, what is it that you need to do? Oh my gosh, Cancer, look at this. Acceptance, okay? It's almost like there's the divine is in the background and actually blessing. And this is about someone proposing, or you proposing to someone else. You guys fill in the blanks. It could be even something that you're accepting about yourself, and the divine is saying, yes, I do see what you're doing and I approve. You know, it's like this, they are blessing this acceptance that's happening and taking place in your life. You guys, this is so beautiful. I should say everyone, this is so beautiful because that's what is happening here. It's saying that the 5 plus 5 comes together as a 1, and the 1 is actually a union, and the 1 is a new beginning. So you might have a new beginning in a relationship that is taking place, a brand new beginning, a new person that is taking place, a new level in a relationship that's going on into a marriage. This is beautiful, dear souls. Oh, Cancer, this is a great reading for you. What is it that you need to avoid? Okay, what do you need to avoid? And the card that I get here is the Temple. And the Temple breaks down, it's a 59 card, breaks down, 14 plus 1, 5, you bring some to 5. So interesting. So what you need to avoid, okay, interesting. And the Temple, to me, when I see this, I always feel like it is about this taking time to savor what's happening. And this is saying that there's this renewed connection to your inner lover or into it with a love. And what this is saying is that you need to you need to take the time. And if you need to avoid the fact that if you are not taking the time to really smell the roses and savor the pleasures of life, you need to do that now. Because that is what renews the connection to your inner lover, so you can have that sensuality that wants to come out and play, and this is saying that don't hide yourself, don't avoid your sensuality, don't avoid coming out and playing, because you're being encouraged right now to explore scent, smell, taste, touch, and that type of thing. And this is about, don't forget your self-connection to your inner lover, so that you can bring that to this another relationship and bring this into making it whole. When you forget about that inner lover, yourself, and you forget to feed yourself, you're not feeding the relationship as well. So don't forget the temple of your own inner world, because that is going to be extremely important for you, okay? So just know what moves you and bring that connection into yourself at this moment again, okay? That brings the wholeness, and that brings the wholeness together with the relationship as well. So, this is talking about the love within that is coming together inside of you or with another person, and it's kind of going to that next level, and it's a cycle and in divine timing, and that's what this is saying. And a transformation, the cycle of life, a lot of the motions of a tide that is happening here. So what advice can we give to you as you move through this in this process? This is a beautiful reading, guys. Note your comments below, because I want to hear beautiful transformation and coming together. Creativity, this is great. There's a lot of creativity that is taking place here. And perhaps there's a creativity in love, creativity with yourself, but this is saying to do what it is that you love. Remember, the temple just talked about that do things that you love, because that's going to bring out that love within you. So when I see that, and when I see the creativity, it's all about, hey, okay, so focus on things that you like to do. What does that look like for you? You're being asked by Source to align yourself with it, and reconnect with your creative side to improve the quality of life within yourself and align with Source. So don't forget your alignment with Source. It's going to be key in this, in relationships, not only with yourself, but with another person. And, you're being encouraged to step out of your practical, logical mind in order to partake in some of the lighthearted endeavors. Okay, so that will offer some stimulation in your life. So that's what it really wants you to do. Okay, so keep that in mind. And then also, you want to, if it's playing a musical instrument, if it's, photography, if it's, cooking, writing, painting, whatever it is, music, whatever this is that bring you joy, use and to go for that, be playful in that expression, because it's going to heal any disharmony in your body and any disharmony in your life. So that creativity is going to play a big role for you, Cancer. What other advice can we give for you in this process? Abundance. Wow. Abundance is coming your way. So this is great. Look at this. Check this out. Oh, it's full of pink too. A lot of that, some of that passion. You need to adopt an attitude of abundance to attract into your life what you want. So when we get this card, it's talking about recognizing your numerous opportunities that are in front of you. The universe is so bountiful, Cancer, and there's a lot to go around. There's plenty to go around. There's no lack. So since you attract what you believe, you must improve your perception of the world, okay? Replace any thoughts of scarcity competitiveness or anything or competition. Replace that, with the feelings of abundance and prosperity and hope, okay? Because the universe has an infinite supply of love, of health, of wealth, and wisdom. And therefore, a greedy, competitive mindset only prevents abundance from flowing through at this time. And those waves want to flow, guys, right? They want to flow and they want to continue abundance. So your affirmation here should be, the universe has unlimited abundance and I always have what I need. Love it. Absolutely love it. And what other advice can we have for Cancer? I am being called to shuffle. Let it flow. Okay, what is it? Rebirth. Okay, makes complete sense because you have this cosmic butterfly of the 9 on the transformation, right? And then you move on into acceptance of you yourself and perhaps another. And the 55 card brings it down to a 1, which is a new beginning, which is a new rebirth, right? So that's what this is taking place here. And what this rebirth, truly talks about here is saying, hey, that you've got this opportunity to move forward and to turn life on a new page, right? You are achieving personal growth and you've entered a period of spiritual awakening. And that's why what's important for you not to avoid is don't avoid your connection with the source and the temple, because it keeps your temple within clear, and where you're having this rebirth where you've got this alignment with your higher self and overarching kind of like principles that guide you. And so this is a point where you truly surrender, okay? And when you surrender it, to the changes around you, you can prepare to be the best you can be, okay? And that's what you can bring into any particular relationship, and that is beautiful, okay? So take time to reevaluate your values and re-examine your life and really eliminate any superficial, foundations that don't align with your higher self, because this is the time to recognize that and go above any of those ego-based thoughts and behaviors, because that authenticity are going to be, Cancer, those keys to your success, okay? So that's what this wants you to know. So I hope this resonated with you in some way, shape, or form. And guys, I look forward to seeing you in the month of November. And until then, namaste.